What do you think of the show so far, Blake?
Yeah, it's been a great card. There hasn't been a boring fight yet.
All right, fight fans, this next fight is a light heavyweight fight. Please welcome, fighting out of the blue corner, Alexander Napoles.
Alexander Napoles fighting out of Lodi, California, Team Raw. And one thing I know about Team Raw is, man, they like to give us a show. They have a heavy presence here in the amateur MMA scene, here in the regional scene. And, you know, Anthony does a really good job at preparing his fighters to step into the cage. And that's what Alexander is looking to do today in his amateur MMA debut.
Yeah, absolutely. Team Raw always shows out. They got a big presence out here. Same with Oakdale MMA. So they both have a heavy presence on this card also. So, yeah, excited to watch this one unfold between those two exact gyms.
Want to give a shout out to my sister, Cassandra. We were looking at these fights, and I said, hey, which one do you think is going to be good? For some reason, this was one of them.
Hey.
And I'm going to give it to her because I think we're going to get
and his opponent fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Edwin Martinez.
All right, the 2 clock walkout.
Last stand fight team. Coming out heavy here today, Edwin Martinez, fighting out of Jamestown, California, a hometown guy. We heard that here in the crowd. A lot of cheers here for Mr. Martinez, also making his amateur MMA debut. And what better place to do it than your hometown?
Yeah, you can't beat fighting in your backyard, especially for a debut. It doesn't get better than that.
If you guys are just tuning in, Hoplite Fight Productions, 209 Beatdown, a co-promotion show here at the new Chicken Ranch Casino, Jamestown, California. It's been an amazing night. We got about 5 fights left for you folks, 2 of those being title fights, so stay tuned as Last Stand Fight Team takes on Team Raw in the co-main and main event.
Yeah, absolutely. Love to see a couple of debut guys get after it.
All right, fight fans, this next fight is 3 rounds in the light heavyweight division, brought to you by JR Entertainment's 209 Beatdown and Hoplite Productions. Formally introducing the 3 men in the cage, starting with your referee, Brian Tyler. And now the fighters. Fighting out of the blue corner, he comes to us today standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, wearing shorts of black with white trim. He weighed in at 201.2 pounds. He is an orthodox fighter fighting out of Team Raw, making his debut fight tonight. Fighting out of Lodi, California, please welcome Alexander Napoles.
Big boys.
And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He comes to us today wearing red shorts trimmed in black. Stands 6 feet 1 inches tall and weighed in at 201.8 pounds. He is an orthodox fighter fighting out of Last Stand Fight Team. He is also making his debut fight tonight, fighting out of Jamestown, California. Please welcome Edwin Martinez.
All right. Edwin Martinez in the red corner. Alexander Napoles in the blue. Touch of gloves, round number 1. Both debuts here in the light heavyweight.
Heavy shots from Martinez early. Got Napoles retreating right away. Ooh.
Big right hand, wow.
Yeah.
And a left on the back foot, still landing. Is Martinez.
Yeah, he's got to keep those hands high, Napoles does. Yep.
Wow, he's teeing off here is Edwin Martinez. Nice movement.
Yeah. Big overhand from Napoles. Martinez utilizing those fakes and feints to draw out those big shots. Yeah.
Wow, beautiful uppercut there for Martinez.
Taking advantage of him ducking that head down.
Nice teep. Feinting like he's been doing this for years is Martinez, picking his punches at this point. But that doesn't mean Napoles is not dangerous. This is the light heavyweight division, and one shot could put your lights out.
He's hanging in there. He's got to let stuff go. He can't just be a sitting target. He's got to start letting those hands go. Otherwise, there we go, like that, right there. He's got to start letting those go. Otherwise, Martinez is just gonna walk him down and dominate.
Nice right hand. Nice boxing base there from Edwin Martinez.
Yeah, very strong, stiff shots right down the middle.
Oh, right hand sits down Napoles, and that'll do it. Edwin Martinez with a knockout win in his debut. Cassie, my sister, if you're listening, you were right.
Yeah.
This was one heck of a fight.
Yeah, Cassie called that one.
Shout out to my sister. That was a good one. I love that boxing base from Edwin Martinez. You could tell he had that down to a T. As we take a replay here, courtesy of Competitive Fighting Sports.
Napoles is starting to sit up. But yeah, shout out to Napoles for taking this fight against a tough opponent, but this was all Martinez.
That overhand right lands slightly for Napoles. Martinez just keeps on that forward pressure. The beautiful jab. That jab was landing.
Just locking him down, not really respecting anything coming back his way. Just kind of.
That jab ultimately setting up this right hand that will sit down Napoles, and man, what a fight. What a debut.
Yeah, right down the pipe, right on the chin. That's all she wrote.
And the referees are going to take a look and give some time to Napoles for him to recover here.
Back on his feet.
Absolutely, back on his feet. That's what you love to see. The 1%
Quick shout out to some of our sponsors, Motherload Fire Protection,
so shout out to Napoles for
Alejo Electric Inc., of course 209 Beatdown and Hoplite Productions, and
here and he put it on the line.
Chicken Ranch Casino Resort.
Last stand.
Are you guys enjoying the fights tonight?
So far in this card here tonight, let's see if they can keep that momentum going, because right after this, we have yet another Last Stand Fight Team member as Leopoldo Ramos takes on Arbaz Ahmed.
Yeah, that's going to be a great matchup also.
Absolutely. Folks, we got about 5 fights left following this one, including 2, the co-main and the main event. Titles on the line. Featherweight title, Moses
Fight
Gomez.
fans,
Last
referee Brian Tyler
Richard Lott, Team Raw.
has called an end to this light heavyweight match
on Angel
at
Hernandez.
1 minute
We'll
and 55 seconds of round one. By way of KO, your winner, fighting out of the blue corner, Alexander Napoles.
Edwin Martinez, now 1-0 in his amateur MMA career.
Edwin Martinez.
Just 25 years old. Another victory under the belt for Last Stand Fight Team.